ready to fire from the pistol. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the Buffaloes get enough to move the chains.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He's looking to throw it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
And the Buffaloes are threatening in the red zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They'll try to get the first through the air. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bucs. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Hauls it in. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
It's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Back to pass, it's Sanders. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On fourth down, looking to pass. Lets it fly. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Buffaloes will hustle from the line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll throw on third down. Finds the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Going over the top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. What a snag by the defense. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up.
It's loose. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Power football with the run. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Using the quick game. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Makes the catch. It's Bond. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And he tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they got him for the sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Back to throw, it's Ewers. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
To the air on first down. And the timing just a hair off. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Quickly complete. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They want to just keep throwing it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Go straight ahead. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think first and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on first down. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw.
Touchdown, Longhorn! What a grab and go for the score. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Second down coming up. To the air, it's Sanders. Got his man in the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Looking to go up top on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. They'll give it to him again. At the 35, he's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
He's going to fire deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
29 Philly.
To the air, it's Ewers. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Sanders. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
How about this defense? Getting to the quarterback in back-to-back plays. You want to pressure the quarterback. If you get him on the ground, it's gravy. Nice job. 2 sacks in a row, bringing up a 3rd and long situation.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Open space at the 25. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, you got to give the defense credit because they never quit on the play. He had already made a few guys miss, but they kept bringing hats to the football, trusting that if they got there, maybe they'd be able to knock it out. They did, and they come away with a huge takeaway.
He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Bulldoze ahead, he's down at the 18 after picking up 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Sanders. Getting some heat. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. That pass not close as he got Dwill trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick completion on the out route.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
On second down, he'll fire. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chain.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Afterburners coming. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up, and it's on the ground. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Looking to the big tight end. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
Wants to throw on second down. Floating away. He chucks one out to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, that one gets tipped and falls incomplete. That's been the best news on the day for this QB, man. As a former quarterback that's done this before, I can tell you, when you throw 4 picks in a game like this guy has, you never forget it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pulls it in. It's held. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
He'll just keep slinging it. Lofts one high and deep. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Looking to throw, it's Sanders. This one's complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Got the quick pass. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. He's going to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. How about this? These guys are going for two. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Colorado, 13.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The incompletion on first down leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw. He's going up top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The quick out.
And his offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Oh, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. Actually, you probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? They just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the stomping has commenced.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
on first down. Here comes this offense. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Gonna let it fly. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Buffaloes have it in scoring position on first and goal. He's looking to pass. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to pass. It's Sanders. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown. Here comes the 2-point try. Snap in the shotgun. Makes the catch in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, so I guess at least they got that going for them. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them.